Well, I've already hit started, so now here we go, folks. We're back. We're better than ever. Joey still being Joey, being late and stuff. Well, don't make
It's
that
not
fit.
late when we planned it this time.
It's still late to the stream. All right.
No,
And
we
don't.
planned
I
it.
mean, the stream is scheduled for 8. We just delayed it till 8:30.
Yeah. And also, don't ever make that face again.
Who?
Joey, who's like, as you
Oh.
can clearly tell, that the one with the very blue face right now is Phoenix Patriot because his lighting it always makes him so
Garbo.
blue. The guy with the fancy background, aka the water, the trees, is Phoenix Blind. The one with the bunch of computers in the background is Phoenix Charlatan, and the one that is currently blowing smoke out of his mouth is our lovable DM Phoenix Lich, and he's going to tell you what has happened.
Lovable. I don't
Okay.
deserve
dragon.
love.
Affable.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Then
That is-
I guess take away now since you wanted to interrupt like that.
I drive over the lake.
All right, cool. The son of Loki is in there waiting for you
Again.
Yes.
again. I hate
Accept the chaos.
that I can just say shit most of the time, and y'all are like, "Yep, we did that." Like I'll just pull something. I was like, "Yeah, drug dealing leprechaun." You're like,
Did I
"Again?"
stutter?
Been
Again.
there, done that, kiddo.
Been there, done that.
What's the crime I'm being charged with? Corrupting the youth.
Again?
There's a spider waifu there to eat your fingers. Again?
Again?
Only your spare ones.
Yeah, not the ones attached still. Just your spare fingies.
All right.
Well, I have those.
So you're gonna tell them what happened last time? You're gonna give them a good
Yeah,
summary?
they did a fuck ton of traveling in really shitty weather, and like
Again.
partially through this trip, damn, crazy. Partially through this trip, your boy Pazuzu popped up and was like, "Hey, yo, there's like this magic sword that's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty dope. You just gotta go to a lake, and that lake's in the woods. Like, ignore all the screams, but like, it's pretty cool, right?"
Oh, why the yellow X's are holy sites.
And then, almost to the lake, they found some of them a ladrin and an elf. An elf. That's just a big town boy.
Never seen before.
Yeah.
An
Your
elf?
first elf.
An elf being very sus.
Elfie and Elfie boy.
I mean, that's a word that y'all can use. But he's just a big town boy. An academic. Like,
Goody boy.
that's it. Like, there's nothing. Like, he's not crazy or anything. There's something special going on there.
Totally.
I hated that I was looking at the map while I was saying that, so I actually didn't get to see your face.
Whoever has something playing in the background, I can hear that.
Byron.
No. I just want to make you aware that means that the stream can hear it.
What did we decide again? Oh, yeah, we ended up going all the way over to. We did end up going.
We're
You're
going for your
literally-
sword. And White has had a
The
full
next-
week to think about doing the ritual.
Indeed.
I feel like he's just like, oh, that's right.
Because all Scrack was told was, if you seek answers, do this. Scrack saith, nah, fuck that.
So no ritual.
Indeed.
No
Okay.
ritual. Let's grab.
Off to find a sword.
Well, in the morning, they're getting their part of the camp ready. And they're like, okay. Basically, the elf comes back to y'all and asks, like, as a general question, like, do y'all want to follow us to the wood line, or do y'all want to go your separate ways today? Because we're basically only traveling in the same direction for, like, the first half of the day. After that's where we split up.
I say we just follow them
Yeah.
to the
No reason
woodlands.
to.
To the woodlands.
Reason to be weird about it.
Unless you're Scrack. Scrack only knows how to be weird.
Yeah.
Y'all are the weird ones.
Scrack's the weirdest one out of us.
Scrack's normal. Y'all aren't even people.
Fair in the eyes of Scrack. Well,
Alright.
we walk.
We walk? No, we get in our carriage. Like civilized people.
I ride you like a horse.
First off, I couldn't carry you.
Crush your bones. To your powder.
Okay. So the morning was still kind of overcast, but after that, very cloudy, but no rain, and it's warming up a bit.
This weather's awful.
This place is awful.
And it seems that whatever superstorm was going by, it's clearing up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Superstorm.
Here. Hide the storm off somewhere else if you want.
Or you could just delete it and put it back in when
Well-
we need it.
No, but we can do that.
Nah, let's just hide it. It's a
Yeah, it's always storm somewhere in this fucking place.
yeah.
We'll just move it here.
It's never
Alright.
not storming.
Yeah, on the mountaintop.
That makes
Up
sense.
The mountain.
So,
Rochi's not having a good time.
No, he is. He made the storm.
He likes it.
Orochi's
bath
just
time.
chilling there, like bathing. Ah.
It's a shower time.
It's a shower. He gets hit by lightning. That hot water.
so anything y'all want to ask or talk about to your travelers while you're heading to the edge?
No, I already asked all the things I wanted to ask before at the end of the session
All right.
last time.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
no.
there is, but I can't think of them at the moment.
I guess I can't remember. Did he mention he knew anything about the sword? I don't remember if that was talked about.
No, we
Last
didn't.
week.
We didn't talk to him
Y'all
about the
didn't
sword.
mention the sword.
Okay.
Y'all just said you're going to the
I wouldn't.
closest part of the lake.
I personally wouldn't
Hey,
recommend.
Whatever you're about to say, shh. You don't know nothing contextually. It's just a sword to you.
Hmm. Hmm. I remain silent.
Talbar, do what Talbar would do.
That's fair.
Talbar has an 8 intelligence.
Ow.
Doesn't mean I'm dumb. But...
No, it does. You're below average intelligence. It means you're stupid.
Smarter than you.
I got that wisdom though. He used that wisdom to say it.
This okay? Your wisdom will save you, but you're stupid sometimes, like all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, he really has nothing to talk about with this dude. Talbar
I was
is
like,
nowhere near a scholar.
Talbar is street smart.
Yeah.
He's book
Only.
illiterate.
Can Talbar even read though?
Yeah, I can read a little bit, yeah. I just don't like to.
I was like, Talbar can read.
I
just
blindly
not the
follow
best.
my faiths. Whatever
I
whatever
blindly
pastor,
follow my-
preacher, whoever tells me, some cleric, like, if it aligns with my values, he's gonna follow.
This is what our God says to do. Talbar's just like,
Alright, I shall kill the innocent family.
it seems plausible. Just starts murdering a village.
No.
What did they do? They tied their shoes wrong on Wednesday.
On
They
Wednesday.
tied their shoes. They started with the right foot and then went to the left. You're supposed to start with the left and the right
On Wednesdays.
on Wednesday.
It's very particular.
All right. Yeah. No, he's not gonna say jack shit.
Alright.
In fact, so quiet. It's like a dark hole of quietness.
A dark hole
Yeah,
of
just
quiet.
Talbar and Scrack being quiet near each other.
It's just
Enzo's just chilling with the bards, having them play songs for him.
yeah, the Barty boys.
Yeah, the one-man band. I hired them for a reason.
I love them.
They're kind of nervous because they're like, giant fucking horned, pointy-eared guys. All they have is swords and more fucking knives.
Well
Like,
played.
that was the best my brain could do at the moment.
It was not bad.
It's beautiful. Do it again.
For not being the bard of the group,
Where is our bard of the group?
he's doing bard stuff, literally. He's out with watching music.
But yeah, but they're just like nervous as hell. Like, yeah, we were in what we thought was a safe place with this party, and then these numbers just got like tripled by a bunch of like what we know to be enemies,
Yeah.
and for some reason they're not stabbing us.
Well, what can we say? We just have that natural charm, aka Vaughn.
Talbar strokes his beard. Yes.
Vaughn's our key to get out of everything. Just like how Eric was. That seems to be Byron's theme of characters. They're just the key to get out of everything. Anywho, we travel.
You travel, y'all get to the forest edge, and they start breaking out supplies when they get to the edge.
Scrack, what are they doing?
Bro, like I told you.
Collecting supplies.
So yeah, so one of them brings out gets a bowl, puts into one of his sacks, and now there's salt in it. Another one pulls out like the wizard guy reaches into his little hand dimension and pulls out like a pot of honey.
Are they like setting up camp? Is that what you said?
No, they're setting up like a line of like items in front of the forest edge.
Enzo will copy what they're doing.
Do we have salt and honey?
You do have salt because y'all were talking about curing food during your travels.
What ritual might this be?
Honey, if you want to get technical, you do have a fuck ton of mead.
Yeah.
That's the honey that
But
I'm
then
using.
that's one of those things where it's like, for the purposes of an arcane ritual, is it really honey?
Who said it was an arcane ritual?
I'm just using my honey mead.
Hey, when a dream
This is
demon asks me to do some shit with blood, salt, and honey, I assume it's an arcane ritual, not just like, give me snackies.
His arcane offering. Slightly different.
And even if it was snackies, meat ain't honey.
I require snackies.
that has Abaddon vibes.
Well, as I said,
I'm
like,
not obelisk.
I said technically. I didn't say it was the right decision. I just said technically you
Well,
do have something
we also
made
have
up.
that honey disc in the tub.
That's a honeycomb.
Honeycomb. That's better than.
Like beeswax. Beeswax.
That's just, yeah, that's wax.
Uh,
Yeah, we got down wax.
then I'll just use the mead.
Talbar's like, hey, what you be doing?
If I recall correctly, the mead did
Giving
have
up on a
different
mead.
honeycomb in it, though, so...
Yeah,
That is true.
I'm using that.
You be giving up on a mead.
Hold! I'm doing the thing. They're doing something. And I figured we have to do it to get in the forest.
Scrack will just walk up to their asses and ask them, for what purpose does this serve?
To not be killed by the guardians.
All right,
For
get the mead.
guardian.
The lost souls that inhabit the trees.
Talbar believes it. Talbar's grabbing a bunch of mead.
Talbot can't understand this. This isn't primordial.
Oh, that's right.
So Enzo could just copy what they're doing.
Talbar
And
was just chill.
basically, each one
And
of
in
their
what way
bodies...
did you find out... Not you. And in what way did the Smoothskins find out about such sacrifice?
Our ancestors' ancestor.
That's a lot of ancestors.
Like, it's just always been this way. We've just always known.
This is the way.
How is it that... How do I phrase this? Scrack will, like, yell over to Talbar. How is it that the Khan died?
What are you asking?
How did the Khan that traveled into this forest wanting to see the moving island in the middle of the lake die?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't know how he died.
He
Right?
walked into the woods.
Yeah, we just
and
walked in the
you
wood and he
heard-
just disappeared.
You heard a bunch of crushing noises, and you heard a bunch of men screaming.
Hey,
And they were never seen again.
He just be disappearing in the woods. Never seen again. Death noises be coming from that forest.
And I
Noises.
should describe along the tree line, like stuck to the trees, tied onto the trees via rope. The rocks on the tree line edge are all covered in like runes and sigils and like talismans and such. There's bells tied to the branches.
Vaughn's just gonna walk over to the elf and is like, "Hey, could you guys have any extra honey?"
I wasn't in the middle of a conversation.
I mean, I'm just. This is just me.
Pause. Talbar said that. Scrack.
Scrack was gonna ask them basically like what's in the woods that needs getting to.
Like that they're getting to?
Just like in general, like what's in the woods that people might seek.
The holy sites. They told you about those yesterday. Like that's their whole reason.
They just want to witness them.
They're doing like a coming of age ritual.
Witness me.
Okay. Then, yeah. Scrack will return and just be like, yeah, I don't think we have any reason to go into these woods, dog.
I would probably ask
At which
Scrack as
point,
well.
Vaughn,
like-
you
like
can
Vaughn.
take over.
Yeah.
He'll be like, yeah,
All right. Thanks. It was just is honey and salt and what?
Blood.
blood.
Like my blood?
Yes,
Just blood.
Okay.
Is it in a bowl I have to put it in?
yes.
Okay, I put it in a bowl.
Do we need
We'll,
or like
we'll go
part-time
first, and you can see how to do it.
Okay. Is it like per person?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask Scrack what it's for, and then assuming he tells me, correct?
Yeah, Scrack basically rocks up and says that the Smoothskins are performing a ritual to enter the woods unharmed. Scrack sees no purpose in doing so.
Oh, what kind of harm be out there? I mean, what took my con?
Spirits inhabit the woods themselves.
Jesus Christ.
The trees attack.
There's just a dwarf.
The
now,
Lorax comes.
now Talvar's grabbing as much mead and blood and salt as he can. I be going in.
For what purpose?
Find me my sword.
And at this stage, did Scrack hear about the sword from anybody, or was this like an
I made it-
interpersonal thing?
I made it known to the whole group.
That's the whole
Okay.
reason we headed
Our
towards the
group.
forest.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
Scrack has been
Yeah.
mentally
Well,
checking
Well,
out.
I heard 1,000 fucking excuses to go to
Yeah.
the forest, including the sword as one of them.
No, we
I didn't
talked
know
about
which
it.
one was decided upon.
We went around, and then eventually I told everybody, I was like, alright, this is why I want to go. Yeah.
I'm going to, like, not intentionally, but like right when, Enzo and Talbar have like used a decent amount of mead, like a hefty amount of mead
We got more.
to do this ritual. I'm just like, guys, what? Why are you pouring out? It says honey. I got honey.
Oh!
Okay,
Like-
so they start and they have a bowl. It goes salt, empty, honey. Well, sorry, empty, salt, honey. And basically, they like form a line, and one by one, they cut their hand open, squeeze it into the empty bowl, put their hand in the salt, and then take like a finger, dip into the honey, and use it to like cover their wound as like disinfectant. And then once they all go through the line, the last person takes the blood, dumps it into the ground, takes the salt that has like some blood and all that jazz in it, throws it behind them, and then takes the honey and just leaves it in its bowl next to one of the trees.
This feels very Irish.
Alright. I'll go first, friends. Cuts hands, squeezes blood, dips hand in salt, covers wound in honey.
Alright.
Talbar, you're next.
I follow.
Alright.
Got a big ass gash in my hand. Make sure that they got enough blood.
Well, Scrag, you coming?
Yeah, your wagon driver's like, I'll just make camp
Fair
here.
enough.
What about you, my man?
They cut their hand.
Yes, they're coming.
Do they only have to cut one hand?
Yeah. Each. Like not.
Yeah. Oh,
He meant
no,
for-
it's just one man because they're half each, you know.
Each get half a cut.
There you go.
They like stick their hand together and like they cut the edges.
So dumb.
What do you think, Scrag?
I mean, if 3 people are already in on it, like,
Well, I haven't committed yet.
well, I have the one-man band.
What's up?
The one-man band, though.
Oh, that's fair.
That's 3 people.
Yeah.
Not that any of them are people.
Also,
They're all smoothskins. I guess Scrack will ask how long you think this will take to Talbar.
I not even sure where the where the sword be. I just know it's in the general area.
Vaughn, you can like the map he showed you that has like the lake and everything on it. You're about halfway through the day. It'll take you about the rest of the travel day to get where you need to go, and it'll take another half of a travel day to get back. So it's a day total, depending on how long it takes you to find the sword or what happens when you get there.
I was like, based on the map that I've seen, it'd probably take about a day and a half, 2 days, depending on how things go.
Scrack will go, but only on the request of making haste. And Scrack will, like, use their mouth to, like, bite into their arm to draw blood.
Flavorful.
That's so much honey.
Literally.
So much honey.
It's a weird way to dip salt. He has to like dip it like this.
Scrack's gonna do it in like kind of a butchered way because Scrack's a psycho. And because like the whole idea is that you have to wound yourself and like put salt in the wound and then put honey on the wound and have all the results of all of that be in the bowl, right?
Yeah.
So Scrack's just gonna pour the salt into the bowl over the wound, and then pour the honey in over the wound. So that it all like runs past.
Okay. I then do the.
If Scrack dies, Scrack dies. If the spears in the woods are like, nah, it is bullshit, then so be it.
Enough.
I mean, they
Scrap.
should be wild.
Scrap caused his own death. Down on me, dog.
I mean, it's better than my other plan, which was to see if I could get some carrion bee honey and just forego the blood entirely.
Oh,
I then do the ritual and then dump the contents on the blood on the ground and throw the salt mix goop behind my shoulder.
alright.
Don't forget to place the honey by the tree.
I place the honey by the tree.
Alright, and y'all go forward.
But wait, I do the honey first. Like
No, honey's last.
Oh, is the honey last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cut, drop blood in bowl, put salt. Well, put.
Oh no, it's this. the getting rid of the bowls is the same process as you went through.
Oh.
So
Okay.
blood, salt, honey.
Results.
So yeah, I do
Alright.
that.
You enter the forest. 50 yards into the forest. Just out of sight.
Crack that.
Just out of sight of, like, if you were looking in from the forest line so you can no longer see your wagon. That's whenever you see, like, about 15 foot tall stone and tree rot, like, golems.
Love it.
And they are staying asleep when you walk past them.
Heck yeah.
I'd like to hear.
But yeah, there's like one.
One moves when Scrat walks by.
No.
Just cuts him in half. Then goes back to sleep.
But when you look at the golem, so there's 30 yards in. But right whenever you can't see another golem, like there's another one there.
Would be
So they're
really
just-
fun.
They're
We found
just
them.
out of sight, and they're almost out of sight of each other.
At the foot of each golem, Scrack will just take a little bit of the like blood, salt, honey mixture off of the arm and like draw a little glyph on the ground. In
Alright.
Draconic.
That only happens like twice because you pass like between two,
Yeah.
and then once you're past that, you're just in the forest now. That is the wall, as it seems, at least. Once you pass the golems, though, instantly, there's like trails through this forest, like game trails and like what would normally be like a walking trail. But the second you get off of that, it's like primeval forest. I heard that through my wall.
Mega ultra big dick tall trees and shit.
Ultra mega big dick tall trees.
Like full on
fern.
Amazonian dense canopy.
I mean like late Cretaceous period style, like ferns, like whenever you see a dinosaur like documentary, it's ferns, big ass trees, like a haze that's always there 4 inches above the ground.
I was saying like the canopy so dense that like it's darker than it should be.
Yes, 100%. The trees
Everything
Right.
is green.
right before the trees touch each other, like their branches, like that's the amount of like gap between the trees, like skylight wise.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's quiet, like oddly so. Like every now and then you'll hear a bug or a bird, but normally for something like this full of life, you would expect nature out the ass, but you're not hearing nature out the ass.
Oh no. The Guardians don't even let the creatures live without doing the ritual.
Perhaps.
Scrat gets by because he was a creature.
Scrack's a person.
Scrat's a monster.
Y'all are monsters.
You literally eat people.
Yeah?
I mean, he said multiple times we're not people, so I don't think
But he just
does.
eats creatures.
All right, guys, we gotta kill Scrat. and
Y'all
make
are the
Scrat
ones
steak.
wasting meat.
Who's the real monster here?
We gotta
In this recession? I don't think so.
we gotta teach Scrat a lesson. We gotta cook and eat him.
How's that teaching him a
Good luck.
lesson? Anyways. So. It's like oddly peaceful. Depending on who you are. It's either peaceful or super fucking creepy.
It's peaceful for me.
Alright.
Everything's creepy.
Right before dark,
And types of
you
people.
get to the
A
lake.
random question.
Yeah.
What does Vaughn's shadow look like in here?
Mega fucked.
Oh,
Like it's connecting to like the shadows of like the trees are putting down, and like its eyes grow bigger as it's like taking over the full shadow.
Epic.
And then like once he walks out of that shadow, like it snaps back to his body, and then he'll be
back
touching
to
another shadow, and
reality.
it will shift to take over that shadow.
Epic.
Yeah.
I want to purposely step on Vaughn's shadow like throughout this whole time.
All right.
You know, that's bad luck, dog.
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
bad luck to have someone step on your shadow.
Oh,
Shit. No wonder things been going rough lately.
I didn't know that.
All right, Byron. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry, Byron.
I just rolled for the number of times I could tell you that you don't get to have that 20 because of him stepping on your shadow. No,
What I was gonna say is like, can my shadow like, not like this isn't Vaughn, this is the shadow, but can my shadow like after like the third time where it's like, oh, this is intentional, can he just like trip him?
yeah.
Yeah, he does that.
All right, right when you're lifting up your shoe, the bottom of your shoe is like grabbed by a hand, and like your boot almost gets pulled off at one point, Enzo, and like you like stutter step.
All right, roll me that D4 damage, Byron.
D4
Damn it.
for stutter stepping.
Yep,
You
first
can
time.
break your ankles.
I'm just playing.
You
with
fucking a peasant could just die.
That's what I thought. It would be fun.
This place
Just
is
Unlucky
wild.
peasant would just die.
an unlucky peasant.
stutter steps down the stairs.
Like,
Right,
just,
I mean, that
I
is
just
just-
fucking
that
walk
is
down
just
a
real world
hallway.
Jeopardy.
Just peasants, just like I walk down like a unusually bright hallway, and fucking peasants just dying. Like,
Dude, that's actually the way it is in Pathfinder, and it kills me. Like extreme weather, 6d10 damage every like hour. Or
Peasants
whatever the fuck it is.
peasants just dying out here.
Yeah.
All right.
Getting actually struck by real lightning in 5e doesn't even do that much damage.
I know.
bruh.
I don't remember the exact number, but like extreme weather, but normally that's reserved for places like hell, where the ice giants live, and shit like that is like a dumb
Yeah,
amount.
peasants don't go there.
I know. But like I just like to imagine like a blizzard comes by and
Unless
it's
you're
not
a
just like,
Chad
oh no, we
peasant.
froze to death. It's like they're out there for 30 minutes and go ragdolls immediately, turns into an ice cube.
Not even like an ice sculpture, just an ice cube.
But like just like straight ice cubes, like pure water.
All
Yeah,
right.
just one big cube.
So we
This
get.
was a frost giant's
once.
curse.
All right, but so we get to our destination.
You get to the lake.
All right.
We drive over the lake.
It is officially like sun's about to be down.
Is there anything funky about this lake?
Roll me perception or survival.
Who needs that?
I think I have the same bonus for both. But I'm
I
gonna
drive
check.
into the lake.
Two of you may roll.
I'll roll.
Okay, whoever's rolling one, I'll roll the other.
Oh wait, you and me?
Yeah.
I could, but
I'll
it's
do
not my lake.
survival. I have
Okay.
pro in it. I mean, I have
I
both.
have the same
so-
bonus to both. So
Okay, same. Yeah, then it doesn't matter. I'll just do survival.
Like I could absolutely just
there we are.
have been like, I'll get perception, but I'm like, it's not my lake. We're not here for me. I don't care.
Ooh, not a bad roll. Not a bad roll.
He says
Starting
nat
off
20.
today strong.
Any kind of bonuses or advantages or anything here,
Nice.
just for reasons.
I could have got my binoculars and just looked out.
Is Strat
Yeah.
getting into the lake?
I was considering that being my next move, regardless. So we can say yes.
Then I'll give Scrack advantage.
Okay.
Mine was
I
a
rolled a
20.
natural 2. I was gonna hear like regardless of what happened, because like basically the question was gonna be if I see anything like funky, like I don't know, a giant water monster. I wasn't gonna get into the lake, but it's like if I don't see anything obvious as fuck
Lena.
like that, it's like I was gonna get into the lake anyways. So
Mine was a 23.
Damn.
ooh, okay, well that advantage helped a lot because I went from a natural 2 to a natural 16.
Hey,
Okay.
that's where I landed
That's
too.
a 21.
All right, cool. So, water.
Perception.
For your survival check of 23, water, potable.
Interesting. I mean, not really, because it's a lake.
Oh no, just like
just
sometimes
not-
when you get to a lake, it's like the dirty fucking
Yeah, it's just clear.
straight up just fish doo-doo water. No, this is like crystal clear, like
Beautiful.
that like northwest lake bullshit here in the States.
Like barely any clarification needed.
Yeah, you could see, you can imagine sturgeon popping out of this water.
Wow.
Yeah, Scrack is seeking one of two things primarily: danger and food.
Okay, so water,
Sometimes
Two most
both.
important things in life.
water, super clear. Easy as fuck campsite right where you're standing. Like, fantastic looking place. No immediate danger noticed. Looking along like the water line, the tracks that you see are like for deer, like small carnivores, not like a pack of wolves or anything like that.
A pack of scraps.
So there's a moving island in this, right?
Yes, I was about to say that as well.
Okay.
Because that's really obvious no matter how bad you roll that perception.
How quickly is it moving? Is it like speedboat speeds, or is it?
It's just
Yeah,
looking
leaving,
for
like-
laps.
It's leaving like a wake.
I don't know how many of you have been on the water a lot as a kid, and like what's your
I've been on a
experience?
fair amount.
Fair enough.
Okay. The speed at which like someone who fell asleep in like their kayak or canoe like drifts.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty quick for an island. How big is this
Yep.
island? Manhattan.
Less than a block in size,
Okay.
but not like half a block. It's somewhere in between.
Is it stuff on it, like, or is it just?
Yeah, there's
flat?
trees
Okay.
and some strange glowing light.
Nice.
Ah, that's where
Probably
the
a
sword
good
is.
shrine there. It's the objective.
It,
an arrow pointing
honestly,
at it.
it kind of feels that way.
It's
There's just
an arrow.
a shining light that's just like leaving shadows around the island of the trees blocking whatever the light
That's
is.
actually really
It's just a
dope.
giant turtle.
I want
But
that
like,
There-
the
glowing
longer
pearl.
you look at the island, the more fog comes between you and the island.
Was there like with that 21 perception, were there like any like leftover boats around or anything? Like canoes or anything?
There are some that have been there, God knows how long.
They're
Sunk at the
not
bottom.
functioning, basically.
They're sunk on the bottom.
They
If you
just-
take the time to like slurp them out,
Okay.
you don't know how good they'll be. Because like they could have just been like rain filled them up and they sunk, or it could be they got a leak and they sunk.
I feel like. I mean,
Scrack will
between...
attempt to leverage one out.
Yeah, I'll join him, and
Well,
I
this
feel
is-
like we.
Is
The
this
other
fully under the water?
Oh, is it completely
Fully under
submerged?
the water.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Talbor's like,
Okay.
I'll join him. Talbor's not coming back, guys.
Talbar
decided
walked in the water and never walked out.
The other
Also,
thing,
like, yeah, it's pure sludge. Talwar would just fucking sink into the sludge.
the other thing you'll notice is that you notice, Crack, is like a small stone tablet.
Define small.
Does it got games on that tablet?
Because it could be like the size of like a book, or it could be like the size of a human being.
Byron's dice tray.
Nice.
Okay.
His old dice tray.
No, I mean that's basically the same size as my dice tray. So
Okay, I remembered one of y'all's was taller, one of y'all's was wider. Whichever one's the wider one.
Mine.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but it's like it's not like it's a foot and a half wider. Like it's basically the same size.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. This tablet drew my eye. Just does it have like writing on it?
Yes.
Okay. In what language?
Draconic.
Damn,
Epic.
unfortunate.
Does it look interesting? Like as far as the words?
Yeah.
Okay, then Scrack will take it for further research after leveraging this boat out.
Okay.
Distinctly after, because the boat kind of takes precedent here.
Okay. You leverage the boat out. Because it's not too hard, because like it is wood.
It is, yeah.
Like I said, like it's not. And Scrack is Scrack.
Scrack is Scrack,
Mm-hmm.
debatably.
So like it's not like I'm trying to fight a boat out from the bottom. Like Scrack's made for the water, and Scrack is stronger than I. For shits and giggles, give me that athletics check.
It rolls a nat 1.
Athletics. 18.
You get the boat out. It's waterlogged, but other than that, there's no damage to it. Because like the bottom is not muck, it's stone.
Ah.
So like it was just sitting there. So it just rained a lot and it got sunk one day. So like if you leave it out like on the beach tonight, maybe by tomorrow sometime it should be dried out enough to carry some people.
Or if we use precipitation for a few hours.
But who does that?
Or if
Who even has prestidigitation?
No one. That's
I
illegal.
do.
I have Presto Changeo.
Did is there potentially a chance that Talbar knows some deep sailor secret to dry up a boat quick?
Deep sailor secret. The deep lore.
Yeah, direct sunlight.
Alright, fair enough.
We don't. Well, we kind of do now because we're at the lake.
Talbar's over here like trying to help. He's like, I believe the fastest way, put it in sunlight.
It's like it's nighttime.
I learned the
and-
secret method from my family and my family's family.
Roll me intelligence, Dalbar. See if it's stuck.
Oh boyo.
I love that.
Oh
Ooh boy.
boyo.
Ooh boy.
It's a 12.
Hey, it's
Okay.
better than I thought.
Whenever you make your fire tonight, if you set up a tarp above it and like angle the tarp towards your canoe,
Like smoke it basically.
yeah, because it'll be
enough.
hot, dry air.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Bet. Did Scrack emerge with the tablet of Draconic?
Just to get like a brief idea of what is on the tablet. While I'm like, what can I glean from the tablet while in the water? Just to see like what it's about, because you said it looked interesting, but like, in what way?
It seems to be like an excerpt from a story. You pick up like demon, armor etcher, tree raiser, the fight of the final night.
Oh,
Those are some key words that pop out to Scrack.
Yeah, Scrack will take the tablet out.
All right.
Because so Scrack will emerge from the water with the tablet and say, Scrack also discovered this tablet, a story of battle. Scrack does not care much for stories, but any story brought into these woods might be useful.
Who besides Scrack knows Draconic?
I do.
Okay. Nice.
I know the 3 languages. Common, Celestial, and Theoscan.
Scrack also only knows 3 languages.
Common, Draconic, Primordial.
Yep.
We all know just the 3 languages.
I think Vaughn knows 4.
Common, Dwarvish, and Draconic.
Do you all-
One that
does
has
it-
died.
No, Vaughn knows Common, Dwarvish, Giant. What else, Vaughn? Is it 3 or 4?
That's it.
Oh, that's it. Okay, you all know 3.
We all know the 3 languages.
A pretty standard number of languages to know.
One of them is just a made-up language that I know.
I was about to say it's technically.
I
only
mean, all
3.
languages are made up.
God,
That you do know. If you know a language, you know a made-up language that you know.
He's right, but he's also wrong.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's what I
Favorite
wanted.
to give you what the excerpt is about, since Scrack doesn't like reading.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
never
take
said
that.
that.
Oh, Scrack doesn't
I don't like
stories.
reading.
Scrack doesn't care about stories, but thought it might be useful.
Okay. So Talbar, that takes you a minute.
Ooh,
It takes me a minute to know one of the few languages I do know.
Talbor's like, the soldier.
It's like when you ask that one kid in class to
Went.
read the
Yep.
read the excerpt, and it's just like he's reading it, and he can. It's just reading it out loud is just bad.
That never made sense to me.
Well, we all
Yeah,
can't be
same.
Wyatt.
The popcorn reading.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
that,
a
or
little
people-
lamb went and then went then the lamb went.
It's like, why do you go
And just
back?
like it doesn't make sense to me how someone can read it fluently just fine, but not speak it just fine. It's like I get it if you struggle with reading it, like fair enough. But like how, dog?
I think it's just nerves, like
Yeah.
public speaking nerves. It has nothing to do with like the fact you're reading it out loud. It's the fact you're reading it out loud in front of people.
I guess that makes sense. I never had that problem, luckily, so I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Did I?
I enjoyed speech class.
I enjoyed speech once I didn't have a stutter.
Damn. So never? Ha. Get fucked.
Oh.
Get extremely
All right, what does it say, dog?
frustrated.
Crack is struck with lightning.
Hell yeah, dog.
Crack rages.
Scrack fights weather.
That doesn't stop lightning. You're not bear totem.
I know. But it still is just like, like
Scrack,
fuck the weather.
Scrack declares war on weather. What?
Throws a javelin at the lightning.
My middle name is Caligula. Scrap, we didn't know you had a last name. So
It's Scrack.
What do we-
basically,
saying?
so the tablet is saying, that when the demon that they called Tree Razor broke out of the abyss, it was carrying a mighty sword called Armor Etcher. And basically just went on a warpath, absolutely just like skull fucking everyone.
Oh
Like a
wow.
demon sword. That sounds like a good idea.
Oh, a cursed sword. Yes, always a good idea.
Fantastic.
Until the demon tried to fuck over another. Like, basically the demon was just skull fucking everyone until he was like, I'm the big man in town. I deserve this. I'm better than you. And he tried to skull fuck one of the other demon lords over, and then proceeded to get like absolutely donkey stomped into the dirt.
Oh.
And as punishment, they sealed his sword on the mortal plane and stabbed him with 100 blades of any kind they could make, and left him in the pit.
Fascinating.
Brack will ask Talabar, would Talabar prefer a scout to this island?
Aye.
Scrack goes to island in the middle of the night. Scrack never returns.
Scrack
Say,
sees the light and walks
y'all-
towards it.
So yeah, between Scrack getting the canoe and the tablet, and Talbar reading the tablet, it is officially night. So do with
They
that
sit up.
information as you will.
I set up the camp in my little contraption, a little smoky smoked boat.
I go to bed.
Unfortunately, lizard folk do not get dark vision.
That is unfortunate. Like,
Damn, that's
really
crazy.
sucky.
So this water is just as much inky blackness to Scrack as it is to the rest of the non-dark vision having folk.
I hate that. That's terrifying. Is it like because it's just like inky black water is worse than outside water. Like outside water, what the fuck?
Only indoor water is inky black depths.
It's alright.
I mean, like,
I can
okay.
see perfectly fine.
is like
6
being
days.
under the water for you like being outside in the
Perfectly
dark
fine
for
for
a
a stretch.
is being outside in under the water for you at night, is that like being outside at night for us? Or is it just as bad for us to go under the water and for you to go under the water?
Like if you okay.
I
You
know
get
what
I'm saying?
I know what Joey's trying to say.
If you do not have dark vision and you put on swimming goggles and you went underwater, you'd see the same thing Scrack sees.
Okay.
No, that's not what he's asking. He's talking about psychologically. Like most people have a fear of going into dark water. Or is that
No,
not
I
what
was
you're
just
saying?
no, I was just hoping that because he's a water creature, because
Oh.
like seeing underwater is already harder than seeing on land for us.
Okay.
But for him, is it equal? At least.
It's like yeah, if you put on swimming goggles, then yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Scratch has the like crocodile like eyelids situation.
Gotcha.
But like that's it. So if you put on swim goggles, then yes. Otherwise, no.
I got my goggles. It's like, where'd you get that? And so I have mini trinkets.
They're actually
Mini
goggles of swimming.
Swimming. All right. Well,
I guess camp it shall be.
I get into my personal tent.
Scrack will take last watch since Scrack is gonna scout to the island when there's daylight.
All right.
Enzo will take first watch since I can see.
mid watch.
I'll take what's left.
I'll take what's left. So.
Counter. A black dragon crawls out of the woods.
Enzo just runs. He doesn't wake up for his runs.
Okay, Talbar. While you're on watch, roll me that perception.
Oh, dang.
With
Wow,
disadvantage.
that's creepy that that's a second. Damn it. You.
Man, maybe
mean,
I should have been the
It's
watchtower.
literally,
Damn
it's
it.
literally pitch black.
Damn it.
Oh, like no moon, no stars, no nothing because of the trees and shit.
Yeah.
Epic.
Even with this lake being so open.
Who said it was open?
So the lake
There's
is
trees coming out of the lake.
No.
The trees just go towards
That would make the
like
lake
that.
instantly more horrifying.
But do I? Because
The
I
trees
would have dark
curve.
vision, right? Do I?
Yeah, because you're on the lake edge. So.
What?
Mm,
Also, what about the
Technically,
light
you-
on the island?
let me finish.
Ooh. Give me-
Still disadvantage
Oh, fuck you.
because you're trying to see beyond your dark vision.
Okay, fair enough. I
Look
guess.
beyond
'Cause
what you can
It
see.
really sucks that I have to be
Also-
taking this lower dice.
Well,
like, really bad.
Is it a one?
it's pitch black, which means you're seeing it as if it's dim light. So even in your dark vision, like I mean, there's a campfire, so like that counts as bright light. But like, dim light is still disadvantage. Darkness is just blindness.
Wow, that is incredibly good. 9 for what I rolled as incredibly good.
Oh.
Pain.
Delicious.
Delicious, tasty.
So first thing you notice, island is not on your side of the lake anymore.
Nice.
Like that bitch moved.
It be moving.
It'd be moving.
It's moving on
Oh.
with its life.
This makes me chuckle because it was you, Talbar. I rolled for it and it just happened to be you.
Pickle fuck.
Talar dies.
You can see movement on top of the water right outside of your firelight.
Okay.
Ah.
Good lord.
Just the horrifying inky black ripples.
Yeah. I like that.
But you can it sounds like footsteps on top of the water.
Oh,
little pitsy
no!
Ugh.
Talbot goes to investigate the
Which
lake.
way are they? Like, are they running side, or am I seeing them coming towards or going away?
Walking, not running, like a walking foot gait. And it seems to be just outside. You don't know if they're walking towards you or they're walking along the firelight because you just noticed it.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna awaken whoever's next and watch only.
Right before you do that,
Okay. Ah,
it's going to the lake.
draw my sword. Point it towards the lake. Who will be there?
We can't hear you.
Yeah, you cut out there.
All I heard was Ba.
Hey, know my name. Why you be knowing it?
You made a deal.
Oh no.
That I did.
Then we know you.
Pazuzu be sending you?
You hear a second footstep. Like, you hear a second pair. We know your name. And why you're here. Third.
Oh, this is creepy.
What do you want with me?
Unhand your sword. And come to the water's edge. And meet with the sister.
Dude.
Or like, looks at his sword, thinks to himself, it's against my religion, but sticks it in the sand.
Enzo turns in his sleep. Do it, Talbar.
They told me to walk into the water.
They told you to
To
walk
the water's edge.
Alright. Fuck it.
When you get to the water's edge, you're just close enough to see 3 small ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Lady.
Caleb. Why'd you have to describe it like that?
3 small
You see 3 Consuelas.
No. I clean.
No, the water's edge. No, Talbar. No sword, no.
One looks extremely young. One looks to be in the prime of her life. And one is an old crone. They have like a spider's web of strings, like laid out between them, and the one in the prime of her life pulls out a pair of silver scissors, and snaps the thread. And they walk backwards, and then coming out of the water, where they were, you see a serpentine form with 6 arms grabbing a hold of the beachhead, pull themselves up. Bronze armor covering their chest. Trident and swords attached to their back. You're the one who bartered?
Aye. That be me, Talbar.
They snatch their hand out and grab you by the head.
Oh.
And as they're
Talbar makes that noise exactly.
and as
Have
they're
a headache
pulling
tonight.
as they're pulling you in, you can see that like the colored part of their eyes are glowing like it's backlit by candlelight.
Ooh.
Talbar's dead.
We all thought Scrack would die in the forest.
Yeah.
Won't be really necessary to lift me up like this.
Normally, this is the first step to ripping someone in half.
Aye, I'd understood that, but you could rip me in half on the land.
I prefer to have a position of strength when discussing a deal. And everyone knows you little guys can't swim.
Oh, that's fucked.
What kind of deal you be making? With Talbar.
Talbar's like sweating now. Just hoping the sweat doesn't loosen the grip.
He's like trying to stop the sweating, but it's just making him sweat
It only
more.
makes him sweat harder.
He's like sweating, and he's like, I can't be sweating, sweat harder.
He's like, oh no, I'm sweating. What if she loosens her grip? Oh no, I'm sweating harder.
Yeah. This close, you can see the upper half of the body is a woman's body, but this like upper torso is like 6 to 7 feet tall.
Nice.
So it's like half a giant, and then the lower half is a snake's body. She gets 2 of her arms and puts it around your arm so she can like let go of your head.
Appreciated.
This is
His
not the
armpits
lady
start
of the
sweating.
lake that I thought we were gonna run into.
This is not the lady of the lake you ever want to run into.
No. Can we go back?
No, it's not.
So, I know you made your deal with the other guy, but it's my brother's sword.
Ah.
So I'll give it to you. But there's someone that I need dead. Decimated, destroyed, annihilated. Prefer your term.
It's me. It's Enzo. I want him dead. It's like, huh?
Okay. I do be killing a lot of people. It is my specialty.
John Kruller.
Don Kruger?
John, I think he said.
John.
And,
2nd Battalion Captain of the White Lions.
Oh, White Lions. Ha. Be easy.
Man, the White Lions have gotten totally shat on this whole time.
It's easy for me to do that when none of y'all picked them.
That's fair.
Damn, it's almost like there was just enough players for there to be one guy that got shit on, but they all still decided there were 2 guys to be able to be shit on.
And what be this John's great sin that he be paying for?
I just don't really like the guy.
Sin.
Yeah, in your eyes.
If he was sinning, I would leave him alive.
Right. You do be demons.
He's too damn good at his job.
What inverse sin?
He solved 10 murder cases. He's killed 3 minor demons. He broke up a slave ring. Like, he's an absolutely wonderful person.
Ah!
He takes care of orphans.
Oh.
Are we
No.
the bad guys?
I don't like this anymore. I don't like it. Ah!
I'd take the deal.
I mean, I'm kind of fucked if I don't.
You might throw him into the lake.
Just wake up Enzo. He'll take the deal.
You just hear this big splash.
I don't... Did someone shoot a cannon into the lake?
Like hearing a depth charge in the bathroom. Okay.
Oh,
And this be the only deal. And I get to keep the sword.
You get to have the sword, but I'm locking its ability until you kill him.
Just him.
I mean, I'm sure you'll kill more than just him. But he's the target.
Aye.
And unless you come back to visit me, then you won't be seeing me again.
This be fair.
it's all right. I get paid to do these things. You can just ask me for help.
Just take a deep breath. And she drags you underneath the water.
Do it. Just
Oh my gosh.
I just imagine we hear. "Ah!"
Roll me perception with a disadvantage, all three of you.
Alright, I'm totally fine with that.
I just want to hear this.
Let me get the dice out.
Where did I put my d20?
Oh, that's cool. Oh, not
Enzo
bad.
sleeping through the night.
No, I rolled a nat 20 and then I rolled a
Oh.
14, so that's
There it is.
that's 19.
Byron. Disadvantage perception check. 19. Scrack.
I want to say mine last. What was his?
Well, Byron's doing his right now. Jeffrey's was 19.
5.
Damn. Okay.
That's crazy. Okay, mine's better than 5, but not by a lot. 8.
All right. Enzo.
That said, I want you to know it's like disadvantage perception. First roll, 3. Well, that bodes well. Second roll, 4.
Damn, that should have been an advantage roll.
I also rolled a 3.
Enzo, you hear, "Ah!" and then a plop of like an armored person going in water.
Huh? No.
Oh, I just realized something. The armored person was not Talbar.
Talbar, your drug, what feels like a lifetime underneath the water, but it's only like 150 feet.
I'm just gonna be staring at the water now, like what the, like with his binoculars, like what is happening?
Probably the longest I've been under the water in my life, and probably the longest I'll ever be under the water.
Most definitely. And when you get to the bottom, she puts your feet on the bottom, and then like her hand pops out, and like a red light emanates from her hand, and she shows you a sword buried up to the hilt in the stones.
Well, I'm gonna be walking because I can't swim, literally.
Oh, she literally popped you in front of it.
Oh, I'm right at it. Okay.
Yeah, she's just showing you that it's
King
there.
Arthur, that shit.
All right, roll me strength.
Charisma.
This is gonna be the biggest goddamn strength roll you'll ever see.
He rolls a 2.
7.
It wasn't, but it does make that a 16.
All right, it comes out, not all the way, but it's sliding out. Roll me again.
Nice. Oh, no, that's a strength roll. That is a 22.
And with that, it comes out of the stones, and when it does so, the second the full blade is out of the stones, and like you're holding it, the water around the blade starts sizzling.
Nice.
And then she hands you a sheath. She motions like putting it in the sheath. And then she snatches you up and literally like drags you to the shore just out of reach of air and then throws you over.
I was like, what the fuck's going on? Oh shit! Wow.
Yeah.
See me get spit out
Just
like
all
a
of a sudden see Enzo gets spit out. Talbar gets spit out of the water. Like
Enzo sees Enzo get spit out.
I'm just imagining like seeing me land to it. I don't probably roll. I just probably go. Probably hit the ground.
You
and
just hit
stop.
the ground and there's a crunch and there's like a wet splash.
Yeah. Just stop.
Oh.
No roll. No bumbling around. Just.
It's like one of those like squishy toys. Then you throw it against a wall.
It's
So I just see him get launched out of the water. I don't see any hand. It's just there's Talbar. It's like, huh?
Yep.
Okay,
cannonball.
thusly begs the question: is that enough to wake up?
That is
A
enough to wake up
person.
the rest of you.
Okay.
That is enough to wake up the rest
I
of you.
walk over to Talbar like, what happened there, bud?
I get up. Swing. out the sword. I be having the sword.
Wow, we honestly did nothing. You telling me the glowing island wasn't the objective?
Clearly not. It's not. In side note, it's not clear to Talbar.
Talbar's just like clearly not fucking dripping wet, like beard completely spongy full of water.
What
like
happened?
wringing out the beard.
Enzo, you'll notice this.
Okay.
Talbar's eyes look like there's a candle behind him.
That's so cool.
Are they their normal color, like but
No,
backlit?
But backlit.
Okay. Talbar, how does Scrack access the UI settings to lower the backlighting?
Talbar, I'm gonna say this in the nicest way I can, but your eyes be weird, my guy.
I be seeing fine.
Not.
You still look ugly.
I was. You know what? I just won't tell you now.
The Talbar is like literally has no idea. He's just alright.
I just was gonna say I was gonna try to be helpful. Maybe you want to wear a helmet when you go to town at night.
Talbar. Extend your dark vision by 30 feet.
Ooh. Added 30 feet?
Yeah.
Ooh, shit.
It is
You
one
have
of the
90-foot dark vision now.
That is one of the properties of the sword.
Ooh, shit.
For the context of this thing, is it taking up an attunement slot?
It is.
Okay.
Is that yeah, so I have that
Well, here's
automatically.
the first thing you notice. When you pulled it out of the stone, it was like a claymore. But whenever you got spit up on the beach, it was a one-handed sword.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So what type of sword are you thinking about right now? Now that it's in your hands.
Like a Spartacus kind of sword or something, small one-handed.
Like a Gladius?
Yeah, Gladius, that's what I'm looking for.
So, short sword.
Yeah.
Alright, it turns into a short sword.
Nice.
But its design stays the same.
Okay.
It is an executioner style sword, so square bladed. But out of the end of the sword, there's like a circle cut out of the ends that leaves it hooked.
Hmm. So it's like
So
kind of like a weird
it's
scimitar.
not center punched.
Yeah.
It's like offset circle.
It's like a weird scimitar.
I mean, it's a thick sword. This is like it's an executioner's blade.
Interesting.
I see what you mean. I understand.
Yeah. What's that one sword? What am I trying to think of? Doesn't matter. But anyways, where that circle of metal should be, you can see like a strange green glow emanates from there and goes down the blade.
What do you mean square bladed? You meant like the tip?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense now. Which then one just kind of hooks out.
Yeah.
It's like the Urukai swords that they had that, I'm
Similar.
pretty sure.
Similar. So even as a short sword, it's still square bladed. So it's not going to be a stabby. Like you can stab with it because the last end is edged, but it would still be slashing damage because you're chiseling into their body.
Nice.
Stabbing with it would be more like a tiny chop.
Yeah, it would be like an axe chop, but with forward momentum.
A chop liver. Alright. I'm gonna send a picture of something.
Okay.
Just maybe something about that nature.
Did you send it to me personally?
TTRPG.
Okay.
I can't view it right now because if I do, that'll change how the stream's set up.
And then the stream will see all our dirty thoughts.
I'll just see our chat.
That's our dirty thoughts.
No. And I'm
Okay.
a bad draw. I can't draw to save my life.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what it looks like.
Okay.
Because you said it was like executioner sword with a hole punched out of it, right? To make it
Yeah.
like a kind of sickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got this. I got this. Watch this.
Oh, I
So you
kind
got,
of missed
like-
the whole punched out part.
Oh, okay.
It kind of makes sense actually. Yeah. But if Wyatt's gonna draw it, then that'd be dope. But where? Dude, we'll draw it in the ocean.
Oh, you want to do it on the map?
Yeah, do it on the
yeah,
map. And with
that's what I was
screen, you can see
planning
it.
on doing.
Okay.
Screen can understand.
Um,
Well, meanwhile, you can explain more.
Green energy goes from the tip to the base of the blade.
Mm.
And the guard, like the handle slash like guard. Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Let's let the stream see real quick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And the green energy flowing from it.
Yep. The guard and like cross guard and all that is not the exact same, but looks similar to the lady who gave you the sword. It is a serpentine person with 6 arms, and all 6 arms are grasping onto the blade.
That's really cool.
And like the base of the blade is like coming out of their mouth. Almost like they're like pulling the blade out of their own mouth, Orochimaru style, or trying to like eat the blade.
Interesting. That's cool.
And
That's
of
neat.
course, the handle is their serpent body.
Very cool.
But yeah, so
You grippy lady to hold sword.
I feel like there should be like a ball in there, you know?
Maybe there's like a little
octopus
snake's coil at the bottom. Oh
Yeah.
no, you're thinking of like I know what you're thinking of.
No.
There's like a
I'm just saying it would be cool if there was, but
like there's a specific type of club that is that.
yeah.
It's
Anyways.
like a wooden machete thing, and it has a ball inserted at the end, and you whack people with the ball part of it.
oh yeah,
I
The,
forget what the name of it is. But it's like called. I think it might just be called the ball.
Joey gets cool sword, critiques cool sword. I'm like, man, give me that sword.
It could have been cool. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's Joey's
cool.
like 3rd cool sword now, though. So
Okay, so here's the thing.
No, I know this was about to be hella dank.
The sword is asleep,
Yes.
but it is still a +1 sword. It can
Okay.
be awakened to better.
Hang
The
on,
+1
yeah.
damage it does is acid damage.
you just have to kill your homies and steal their eyes.
It's alright, I'm not using them.
Is acid damage. Your dark vision is extended by 30 feet, and the sword can take the form of any sword type that you want. The blade will still look the same.
Very cool.
So if
So-
you want to go sword and shield mode, you can have your shield, pull out the sword.
That's super
It's
dank.
now a one-handed sword.
So
If
this
you throw your shield to the ground, put your other hand on it, it's now a claymore.
is currently active.
This is what's currently active.
Okay.
So
Do I
it's-
have a name for this sword?
Armor Etcher.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's functionally versatile, but from D6 one-handed to D10 two-handed.
Okay,
And
so,
the first time you strike an enemy, any enemy, not a certain number of enemies, you will lower their armor class by 1.
ooh. All right, hang on,
guess-
hold on. Let's get some points here. So it can change type of sword, or it can change type of weapon.
Sword.
Sword. Okay.
It
I
is
was
a
hoping.
sword.
It's a sword.
All right, change sword
Sword.
type. Can when any hit reduces AC.
First hit on any enemy.
First
Can't
hit
reduce AC, reduce AC, reduce
Okay.
AC.
is hit.
You're not a rust monster.
You're not a rust monster.
That would be
Whenever
cool
you do-
though.
Or a
Alright.
black pudding.
So I got change swords. Can change sword type. First hit reduces AC, and there was something else I missed.
There's a +1
Oh yeah.
acid. +1 acid sword.
I guess realistically, it would be more like versatile from D8 one-handed longsword to 2D6 two-handed greatsword.
It can be anything from 1d6 to 2d6. The d8 and the d10 can go in there if you want.
I'm just saying, like, realistically, for maximum damage output, if you're one-handing it, you'll want it to be a D8. And if you're two-handing it, you'll probably want it to be a D6.
Okay.
But to be fair, I do like short swords.
You know, that's the asleep version. Holy shit.
When it wakes up, you trade with the sword. You're now with the sword, and the sword is now you.
Nice. He wields me.
Yeah.
Just throws
Which
around
means
the
you become
club.
an NPC, this
a
armor
dwarven-
entering a new party member.
It becomes a dwarven club.
And the scabbard it comes in is like made of snakeskin, like the leather.
That's cool.
And all the metal finishings on the scabbard are like bronze.
Very cool.
Crack
So, yeah.
takes it that there is no scout to the island now.
I mean, we could still be checking out the island. Maybe my con be there.
Isn't it y'all's con?
Aye. But he wasn't around back then.
From where the Guardians stood, Skrak finds it unlikely the Khan would be transported to this island.
Aye. Agreed. But
But we're already here. Let's go check out that island.
So,
it's
yeah,
a pretty
basically-
cool island.
Basically, Caleb put something shiny in front of the players, and now they're like, do we actually want to follow that clock we were bitching about, or do we want to go look at the shiny thing?
Oh, never mind.
You got a point.
We'll go.
I mean, to be fair, the shiny thing's like right there.
I mean, it's on the far side of the lake right now.
It's gonna come back around.
Skrak can...
Well, if we look at our handy-dandy little map, the size of that lake
But like,
is
we would have
about...
to.
It's about the same amount of time to go across the lake as it took you to get from the last...
This distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes for Skrak.
That was
I mean, we
nice-
just gotta hope the island's not like over here just chilling. We gotta like, it needs to make its orbit over here.
Yeah, because y'all saw it here, and now the last time y'all saw it was right here.
Yeah, Skrak's vote is the same
It's
as
all,
it
like,
already
all
was.
over.
I believe.
Alright, let's just go. We got the sword. Sword.
So,
I'm with this. Onward.
so I interrupted your sleep to do this to you, Talar. Like y'all are halfway through a night's rest.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
leave in the morning.
Right away. Gotta go.
Right away.
You got the sword. We be leaving now.
No,
I'll
who
say-
needs sleep?
About to say Vaughn.
Vaughn doesn't.
About to say Vaughn. You were the last to wake up, but just Talar now has his new sword and is like waving it around. Clearly, magic fucking sword.
Oh,
And he's soaking wet.
actually, while Ed, before I go back to bed, I'm gonna stick it in the water. Does it still sizzle?
Yeah.
Nice. Is that anything I should write down? A feature,
Sizzles in water.
or is that the acid aspect?
That's the asset aspect.
All right. Well, goes back to bed, puts it in the scabbard, and sleeps next to it like.
He's just like he's like dreaming about having two hot women by his side, but they're just both of his swords.
No, he's daydreaming of like going through battle, just yeah. Killing everything.
This is like a cheesy like late '90s, early 2000s movie.
Hey, Talar, just as a reminder, you wrote down the guy you're supposed to kill, right?
Fuck. It was John Kruller.
Yep.
he's like, Enzo, I need your help killing someone, okay? It's this guy named, fuck, what's his name? It doesn't matter. He's a really good guy. He's with the White Lions.
He's a
Really
good
nice guy. What's the best guy in the White Lions?
And as a reminder, he's the 2nd Battalion Captain.
Oh.
The guy.
Oh no. They're high ranked. Yeah. We're gonna have to...
Captain?
Yep.
Commander?
We're gonna have to level up a couple tabs before we fight this man.
I mean,
Captain
shit, we probably
Pan.
will before we even get back to town.
Yeah. Damn Skippy.
I'll already
Back
have
to the hunt.
be monk and have my subclass by the time we get back.
I'm gonna.
Did anything else funky happen during the rest?
Not funky, but kind of nice.
Nice is funky.
Fair enough. Um,
Do a little
Like a-
dance.
like a big rabbit.
Get down tonight.
Sneaks into your campsite. He was like, "Look at me, I'm just a cute little guy, just doing cute little guy things."
Cute little guy.
Is it one of those weird rabbits from the mountain?
No,
Okay.
No,
Scrack will kill it.
fair enough. Roll the hook.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it just sneaks into your campsite. It's like, "Do you have any little food for such a little guy like me?"
Scrack's
I'm
like,
cute little guy.
with the claws. That's like a fucking. I'm assuming its armor class is less than like 12.
You could be right.
Because I rolled like, I don't know, 15 or something.
Okay, yeah, you hit that motherfucker.
It was a natural 9.
I'm assuming you do more than 2 damage.
I mean, my strength bonus alone is more than 2, so yeah.
All right, then yeah, you kill the motherfucker.
Like my strength bonus is 4, so.
Damn, Scrack literally is just out here pushing peasants and killing them.
Yeah, because like the rabbit could have had 5 health and the Scrack would have one-shot it at minimum damage.
Scrack's just over here like, "Move, peasant." There you go.
Like normal claw, just snatch.
And then Scrag drags.
Yeah, I just looked at my
away.
bonus. It's it was like 16. But yeah, so
Yeah, you murdered it.
yeah.
Dang, that's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Crack will
Just eat it raw.
on his watch roast it over the fire.
Slow roasted rabbit on an open fire. A one-man band sleeps closer to Enzo after the Talbar incident.
That's weird.
They're like something threw a man out of a lake, and we're all
Dwarf.
ignoring that fact.
A
We have
dwarf.
like a pot, right?
Yeah,
The rabbit will be in the pot, so that we can save the fat.
We're just ignoring that fact. No, Enzo.
Yeah.
Enzo
You're just
realized what
ignoring that
happens.
fact?
Enzo just doesn't care. Like, he was just waiting for something to happen at the lake, and something did happen.
Talbar's alive. That's what matters, guys.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Not-
That's why Scrack's not bitching.
Not the blood quest he has to go on afterwards.
I don't know. He didn't
Don't
say
know about that.
anything.
Yeah, no one asked me what I had to do to get this.
I figured he would tell us.
I wouldn't.
All right.
I wouldn't.
We're just gonna get back to town and Scrack and fucking Talbar's just gonna run up and shiv a man, and we're gonna be like, "What the fuck, Talbar?" And he's like, "I had to do it because of the sword."
You're never gonna know.
He's
It's
gonna
gonna be like
1v1.
weeks. It's
He's
gonna be like
gonna-
months from now.
He's gonna 1v1 this captain of the
Hey
second
man, I'm gonna be
battalion.
leveled up by then.
And like, he may lose, but he's gonna 1v1 him. And we're like, you know what happened to Talbar? Oh, he's hanging in the center square. Why? He tried to 1v1 a captain of the White Lions battalion. Why? Nobody knows.
He was just screaming something about armor cutter.
Very true. Yeah.
And then he died.
And then he died. It's one of nature's mysteries. Somewhere in the abyss. Motherfucker!
So, onwards, I suppose.
Yeah.
We have fresh roasted rabbit in the morning.
Delicious.
Takes y'all about half a day's worth of travel to get the fuck back out of the woods. When you walk out of the woods, your bowls are empty.
Well, I mean, do we even need to leave the woods? Like, is it faster to travel outside the woods?
Your wagon and all your supplies are out of the woods.
That's unimportant, though. Who
What?
cares for the supplies?
I do. It's got
Fucking
my
idiot.
It's got
Smooth
my
skin?
big ass chest of holding.
Smooth skin,
I really just want to kill Scrack.
no scales.
I'm gonna kill Scrack one of these days.
Good luck.
I'm not. I won't. I'll hire someone to do it. That's all.
I'll hire someone to do it.
That's where all my gold's
The
gonna
hired killer will hire a killer
Assassin
to
hires.
kill Scrack.
This is This is killing Padme levels of
Yeah. A man didn't want to do it, so he hires another man. So he hires another man and hires this lady.
Who hires this robot? Who hires these bugs? And the only reason these bugs didn't hire anyone is they're in her room.
That's how it's gonna. That's how Scrack's gonna lose his life. From the bounty just keeps getting. I pay someone to kill Scrack, and then someone pays someone
Nobody
else
wants to do it.
with more money to kill Scrack, and it just keeps going up to where like a level 20 adventurer comes around and just boff it.
Guy would win.
Okay.
I feel like it's the opposite. Like they would still have some money, so they hire someone with less money. And so it's just like this like trail's like level 1 adventurer, level 2 adventurer, level 3 adventurer.
Scrack kill them all. Scrack has something they don't. The Dagger of Sacrifice.
Won't Scrack just
That's
die
like-
afterwards?
Not necessarily. It just eats one of my hit dice every time. So I have 5 rounds of immortality. 5 rounds is a lot for a barbarian.
I'll just hire a wizard.
That's Scrack would extra kill them.
Nah, the wizard. I hire a wizard and then another barbarian. The barbarian dukes it out with Scrack. The wizard casts lightning bolt.
Wouldn't work. Scrack's still immortal for 4 more rounds, baby.
I hate this fight. This is just the your dad fight.
There's also a cleric on their team. There goes Scrack. I stole Scrack's dagger without him knowing.
Replace it with a normal dagger. That like just looks like it.
Scrack
stabs
stabs
him in the
himself in the
Fuck,
heart.
guys.
Oh.
Just a party of sorcerers with heightened spell hold person.
Or someone makes Crack uncomfortable. You're never gonna move again, bitch.
Like
That-
two to heightened spell hold person, and then the other 2 like power word kill. I don't know. Or like what level are these sorcerers?
That'd be the funniest thing, though. Just a normal dagger. Scrack's like, prepare for the ultimate battle. It's like, did that guy just kill himself?
I guess
So,
it's only 30 seconds. Like, come on, guys.
Come on. Alright, anywho, we got back to the wagon. We head on our way.
Yeah. And y'all's plan was, if I remember correctly, from here to just follow the fucking tree line till here.
Yep.
Hey.
Yeah.
Alright. Don't wanna roll me weather?
Oh, roll weather.
I will ask Talbar. It's like, so,
What is it again?
about that sword,
2d6.
how'd you get it?
I went underwater. Something grabbed me, and I got the sword.
Talbar, I'm an expert liar. And I could tell,
That you're an honest man. I believe you wholeheartedly.
I could tell you're telling me the truth, but not the full truth.
5 and 4.
I won't push, but what you have to do
What's
to
it?
get that sword?
Oh, I mean,
So
that's
the
literally what I did to get the sword.
No. What do you have to do?
So the weather is shit, but you are near the tree
Just a-
line, so it's not as shit.
Just nods.
Nice. Is it just like rainy?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
The
Tree
tree line
rainy,
is
windy,
bad.
unpleasant.
I love it's like raining and he's talking about the sword. I'm literally like staring at it and it's like sizzling as the rain falls on it. I'm like,
So it's just like, so what you have to do to keep the sword?
That's a weirdly
ah.
specific question that you didn't ask about the last sword he got.
I don't care about his last sword. It was a normal sword.
Well,
It
I
really
also
wasn't.
did. I also did just say that was literally what I did to get the sword, and I said specifically to get.
Yeah, so I was over here like, alright, why don't you keep the sword?
Well, you know, you gotta be using it. Using it pretty good.
Ah.
Hopefully, because I think I'll be dead if I don't.
Okay.
Like, literally, whoever I'm fighting will probably kill me.
Since you're being super vague right now, I won't ask any more questions.
It'd be good. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle.
Speaking of which, Talwar, you are a man that's carrying 3 fucking swords now.
Yeah, I just cleared some of my inventory. I had more in there actually. I had like just obscure random like normal short swords, and I was like, all right, this is getting chucked.
It's alright.
Well, say, ask the party.
Anyone?
Give
anyone
two
want the
swords.
sword?
Give the short swords to the one man band.
That's fair. Yeah, yeah. So now they're armed.
All right.
I be having daggers. Got an arming sword. Anyone want it? I don't remember what it was special about it.
It's an advanced weapon, so it has like the properties.
Crack will take it, I suppose.
Go for it.
I could take it. I could,
Right.
but I
Okay,
would.
Talwar. Here's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You have a sword that can turn into any sword you need.
Yeah,
Do you need any other sword?
I am a greedy sword man.
He's
okay.
Zorro. He just wants more swords on his side.
Because like, I like the features of the other ones at certain times, but I don't know how often I'll be using them now.
Yeah.
So-
that's as a previous sword wielding fighter, that's hard.
You won't.
Yeah,
You won't.
because like,
Caleb took away my
I know
favorite
the
sword.
kind of sword. If I know the kind of sword this is,
can you guys even
Won't
wield a
be.
claymore or get the?
Crack literally can use the
Yeah, Scrag. Yeah, actually, yeah, you would probably be dank with the claymore.
I can wield it. I just can't use it properly.
Yeah, yeah, actually,
I can also wield. Like I can hold it.
Yeah.
Like
We just don't
Yeah,
have the
Scrag.
training
it's a
with
solid
it.
workout. I can't fight with it.
I'm gonna give Scrag the claymore. Yeah, if you'll take it.
Sure.
But I will present it to him though. It's gonna be a presentation. This is not just just handing over a sword. I mean, who just hands a sword over?
Before we get to that one, what's the advanced properties of the arming sword?
Talwar, it's on your sheet.
Is it? It wasn't.
You know, we
It
could
should have been because it was in your inventory, dog.
Yeah,
We could just do this after the stream.
you're not wrong.
I'm gonna forget.
I won't.
I will be spiteful.
I'll be sp-
That's fair. I look it up.
All right, I guess. Fuck it. We'll just roleplay the claymore.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna approach you with the utmost and extreme levels of sanctity, and just approach you with the claymore. Lower my head. My friend Scrack, I be giving you this, for I hath a new sword that may cut down my foes and enemies. This sword has given me much, has spilled much blood for battle. Now it be yours if ye be taking it. Screams.
Just
Scrack will have none of the decor at all, and just grab the sword like by the blade part, and like
It's sheathed.
put it, yeah, and like just put it into the like whatever equipment area makes sense here, and Scrack will be like, Scrack accepts the sword.
I treat her well. I'll send you over the deets.
I love how like me and Vaughn are just sitting there like,
Fucking sword guys.
weird.
Weird.
Enzo literally wields a sword.
I am gonna keep the hawk sword though, because that's cool, and I can ride horses with that.
He does wield a sword, but he's not a sword guy.
Your sword can turn into that sword.
Oh, it can just literally. Oh, It did. I thought it could just change short sword type, like short sword, long sword.
Yeah, the hawk sword is a sword type. Like those properties are because of the type of weapon it is.
Could it turn into like the claymore?
Yeah,
Like specifically that same one?
I mean, it doesn't have the magical properties of that claymore, but it can turn into a claymore.
Fair enough. Okay, I see.
So like the properties of the claymore, like the wrathful or whatever the fuck it has,
Yeah,
it can take that because that's not because it's magical. That's because of how fucking big it is.
nice.
And like your horseman sword with like momentum and all that jazz.
Yeah.
That's because it's like a curved cavalry saber. So you just turn your new one into a.
Yeah. All right. Trade time's over.
This the way you formatted this is so bad.
It's bizarre.
I love how, like, I have my sadist cleaver. Like, I was using a rapier, now I'm using a cleaver.
I mean, boss loot's boss loot.
Yeah, boss loot's boss loot. +1 cleaver, let's go, baby.
I need to actually. I can't actually restructure this in my document. I have to move it elsewhere to restructure it and then put it back in.
So
Onwards.
yeah, what was I saying? So on
On the first part of your journey.
y'all get to about here. I'll actually just move the icon. Oh.
Smart.
They
So-
said right here, though.
Bastard.
Bastard.
Taking miles away from us.
Go
So
ahead.
this claymore is functionally a greatsword.
Yes.
Okay.
But more.
I mean, it's basically just a magic greatsword, right?
I mean, it's one of the advanced weapons is a claymore. He just never knew the name of this claymore because it's a dead guy's. So, but like,
The only things that it says about it is that it's a +1 weapon and it has that magic destroy lesser blade ability.
there should have been another property to it, and I guess Talwar just never used it.
I had. There's more than that. Hang on. Oh. I mean, other than the fact that it's 2d6.
I mean,
But,
that's
I mean-
normal greatsword shit.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's all I had.
All right,
Plus
Talwar,
one
you
to-
got it.
We'll get to both of my advanced weapons later.
plus 1 to hit and for damage,
Yeah.
and destroy the lesser blade.
Yep.
As a reaction.
Yep.
Yeah. Was I missing something? That's all I remember.
Yeah, that's the magical properties of the sword. Doesn't matter. We'll do that later.
Fair enough.
So we
Make
get a...
camp. Oh, as I've been trying to say, you're making camp here for the night. When y'all see shuffling through the grass something approaching y'all. And by something, I mean something.
Who goes there?
Grak will, I guess, draw the sword.
And that is whenever, like, poking out of the top of the grass is some reptilian head. It makes a weird sound at you and drops back down below the grass.
Nice. It's another scrack.
Did it make a weird sound like a reptilian race making a weird sound, or like a reptilian creature making a weird sound?
Reptilian creature.
Okay.
This is clearly a savage, one of your people.
Oh,
Only
wow.
insofar as any ape is of yours.
Yeah,
Ooh.
exactly.
Wow.
The fact that Tabar agreed with that.
I mean, Talbar didn't. Joseph did. Patriot did. Talbar's like, an ape?
What is an ape? Those don't exist.
Which ones are apes? I always forget. Is it monkey the big one, or is ape the big one?
And that's where we're going into the session.
Oh, damn.
Because we do not have time for a combat.
No. Big cry.
Unfortunately. That means
really
we're
want
ending
the
it
combat
early.
Oof.
It's like 15 minutes early.
Yeah, that's happens when the DM has 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, unfortunately. Our DM
they
doesn't
can
know when
sit
to
around and
schedule
listen to us.
bedtime.
They can listen to us and shoot shit with weapon stats.
Well,
True.
y'all would need me to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you? No.
He's getting off.
I guess you're leaving.
All
for
right, but
reals.
tune in, not this upcoming Sunday, but the Sunday after that, because Patriot over here has things to do. Always causing us never to be able to stream Patriot.
Sorry, give a heads up by 2 weeks.
I did, and I said this last week too. But tune in, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after that Sunday, aka the Sunday of
You did take balls to the face to win, though, right?
I did.
Okay.
the 26th is when the next
Not
time we're
balls.
going to be streaming D&D. But if you want to keep up to date, you could always just join the Discord. That way you are up to date when we go live, when we post tweets, and you can just talk to us about as well. You can ask us questions about the world, about our characters, and we may or may not be able to answer them because spoiler, we want y'all to experience the story with us. But other than that, we'll see you guys next time. If you want to tune in to one of our gaming streams, that'll be on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central. So tune in then if you guys want to watch.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Places.